Lori.
I'm Kyle.
And this is our first Airbnb ever and made over 60 grand last year. Let's check it out.
This is upside down.
That is.
Welcome to Land's End. This condo right here was the first one that we ever bought way back in 2022. Yeah, it's 2022. In February, we really fell in love with this place the first time that we saw it, which was completely online. And we're like, we really hope that this works out. So we actually talked to my dad. We were going in on it together, and he's like, hey, let's put an offer in on this other place that was like way worse than this complex here. And they didn't take our offer, which thank God, that was such a blessing.
We just literally dodged a bullet.
And then we came to this one, and they had an asking price of $425, and so we went there and we got into a little bit of a bidding war, but we got it for $440. And we immediately came down, started to work in the middle of COVID, so it's like, what else are we gonna do? So that was the big thing. This is literally our first experience, so we don't know all that's going on. Our realtor's like, yep, it looks great. Everything's turnkey. So when we come here, we're like, all right, we won't have to put a lot of money into it. We got all of our furniture set up. And when we came here, we're like, man, their photographer on that listing was the best photographer I've ever seen, because all this stuff was terrible.
I was not expecting this.
So we actually hired that photographer to take the photos
All
here
of our photographers.
and all of our other properties too, just because they were so good. Not that our properties aren't great, but man, they did a really good job selling it. For example, like in the master over here, that bed that we were in, it was from like 1970, it turns out. And it was a taco mattress, so Aubrey and I would just keep meeting each other in the middle of the night, which I was.
He loved it.
But everything else in here, from like couches to tables to silverware to everything, literally every mattress, everything, Aubrey immediately went to Facebook Marketplace, put it all there, and got all of it out within 24 hours, got everything sold, made a few grand out of it, which is great. But that meant we had a lot of work to do.
In a weekend.
Yeah.
2 days.
But it ended up taking us over a month before we actually got it completely listed. But it was a fun process. It was like our dream now of like, hey, we're starting this process of trying to build some, passive income and build a real estate portfolio. And we brought her parents down and listened to them to help. And it was like, all right, we're actually doing this. We're taking like a big step out. And then little did we know.
We drove down here every weekend for a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Which is like a 5.5 hour drive. And we had just had a baby.
Yep.
So I think our third trip down here, what was he? 4 months? 5 months?
Yeah, 5.
5 months? He actually got like super, super sick, and we ended up in the ER, and it was a whole thing.
He's great now. He had trouble breathing. He had a floppy trachea, kind of like a wet noodle. But yeah, so this place always feels special because it was like the first one, and we didn't know at that time, but literally we spent that $440,000 plus extra to get all this going. And then later that year, we bought a waterside condo and our Alona house, the big luxury pickleball court house, and spent over $3 million that year just in properties, because once we did this, it was like, we're hooked. Let's do it. We're in it. I even got extremely creative in this process because remember, it was COVID.
Here we go.
And so we're remote. And if you can look over at this sign, I actually built that. And I'm not the crafty guy. My buddy, Skylar, actually, he is more of a crafty guy with all this wood stuff. I'm like, all right, if Skylar can do it, I can do it. So I actually built that, stained it, sanded it, did all that stuff, put the signs there, got a nail into my knuckle, nailing all that stuff in there. It has LED lights around it, which my parents really didn't want to do. But we were the ones installing it, so they had no choice there. But I love that. It's never gonna move. We're never gonna take it with us if we ever sell this place. It is so heavy that the amount of anchors that are in that wall, you wouldn't believe. But yeah, so we were just all really excited about it, built that in a freezing garage, and it was a good experience.
So in the living room, they have a small sectional. We wanted to have more seating, so we changed up the seating, added a rug. What's a fun little piece with this one? This is kind of like our family-friendly condo. It has a lot more amenities. There's splash pad, there's 2 different other pools, there's a fitness center, there's a rec room, there's a bunch of other things. So this is more of like the family-friendly condo. But under here, you can pull these out. This is like the perfect table for playing cards, doing puzzles, activities,
anybody
extra
Aubrey's
seating
perfect.
for kids. But yeah, this is one of my favorite pieces. Actually, we have it's very, very heavy, but it just offers more seating and more quality time, which is what we love. Kitchen has the full coffee bar again, all the same as the other properties.
This was big. I think all of our properties, in your listing, if you guys are doing this, put in like a distinct, this is our coffee bar, this is like all the amenities. The coffee bar one's big. Everybody loves that. So we just kind of spruced up this wall, we painted it. Well, her mom actually painted it, she's really good at painting. And Aubrey set up this coffee bar here, which has been really a great thing.
People love it.
You don't need to look in there, but our laundry room is right here. And on top of these shelves, we actually had a renter that was staying here. They had a little dog, which we weren't super excited about, but it got us bookings from December all the way through April, which is the down season here at Lake of the Ozarks. So we're like, all right, that's great. But after they left and when we came back, our cleaners, they were cleaning stuff a few months later and then had to get up on a ladder or something. And they looked up on that cabinet and they found like a pink 9mm. Don't know where it came from. I'm assuming it's that renter. But yeah, so that's the funny things that you find when you're here. If you look, so in here is our bunk room. This is a perfect room that I think Aubrey designed for like little kids. And it's got like good colors. This bed has been broken because we find little kids like to jump off of that bunk onto there. My dad and I stayed up till like 3 in the morning the first night we got that bunk, just trying to get it ready and get it situated so we can be done.
They didn't.
And we didn't get it done. My dad used way too much glue, so we're still to this day like chipping out glue that keeps like spilling out or is dried up.
It's sturdy.
But it's very sturdy.
Sturdy, reliable, true.
But yeah, so that's one of my favorite rooms here is the bunk room, just because I think Aubrey's really good at designing, and it's just a really fun room. So outside patio is another awesome feature for Land's End that everybody likes, because we're on the ground floor, which isn't always a great thing because people want like a really great view, but we're up on a hill, so you have a really great view out there. That $300-some million family amusement park that they're building is gonna be right there. So you can literally sit in this chair and watch that park, so you can send your kids out there and they can go play.
Ferris wheels, and fireworks, and
Yep.
water park, and
Water park, it's like a retractable roof water park stuff.
indoor park.
Yeah, so we really lucked out of this location and our other condo because they're so close. Even our house is close too, so that'll just help our property value for sure. This one's perfect for families.
Yeah.
People that just want easy access to go to their boats, to go to the pool, to go to all the amenities at Land's End. This is the cheapest one that we have for our properties right now. You know, where this might be in peak season, maybe like $500-600 a night, versus like our house, you know, is at $3,000 a night. You know, our other condos, you know, maybe $600-700.
We found that a lot of people like coming here too, because if you're traveling with like 3 or 4 different families, this has all the amenities, but then also there's a lot of opportunity to find rentals in this building. So people always like to kind of try and rent out of the same building. There's a lot of buildings in this complex. Based on the research we've done, ours is definitely the best.
Bar none. Yeah. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We want YouTube to like us. So if you could watch this on repeat, maybe while you're at work, just all day long. This video, all of our other videos, he's gonna link some right here. And we're gonna have other videos going through the numbers, going through the other houses and just tips and our family, so.
Most importantly, we want you to like us. Forget YouTube. We want you to like us and we want you to enjoy our videos and find them helpful and useful. So yeah, like, subscribe, keep following along, and more to come.